Yo, what's going on, guys? Bobby here, and today was definitely one of the craziest qualifiers I've ever played in, so I'm not going to waste anyone's time. Let's get right into it. I'm going to show you guys everything that happened. So we went to the upper bracket, and we faced Team Electros, the exact same team that we faced last qualifier, and we got swept. These guys have been doing pretty good. They did have a pretty unfortunate last monthly final, but in the quals, they've been kind of demons, so our comp is Bonnie, Barley, and Kenji, and we're going up against... Oh my god, what in the lag? Holy, okay, and we're going up against Barry, Lumi, and... I was going to say Barry, Lumi, and Rafiki. Barry, Lumi, and Ash. So my job is kind of just like follow around the Ash, put in some work. I honestly had a really good start to my game, I'm not going to lie. Like, I played this one really well. The first game, not so much. Chino's tapping. Sans is trying to create some space. So honestly, at this point... I actually don't even hate what's going on. I don't know why it's lagging so much. I'm sorry. Please don't click off the video. Don't mind that. It's not going to happen anymore. But yeah, right here, I actually thought we were in a pretty decent spot. Only one guy alive in Brawl. We had full control, and I honestly thought it was going pretty well. So I have my Barley flush. Santa's positioning. I'm just trying to follow around this Ash to the best of my abilities. Brawl gets on me. I get an early hyper, and... I think I use it a little bit prematurely. Like, I basically just burn 5% in a way. Like, I don't even do anything that crazy. Sans, he's going for the kill over there on Brawl. Honestly, that was a pretty bad sequence. Like, I'm going to go back all the way because my hyper is the start of the bad sequence. But I just don't get a lot of value. Like, we have full control already. I don't really need to use that hyper. So, I'm honestly pretty good at timing my hypers and making sure I get good value. But that's a bad play by me. Then Sans, I think right here he should super, but he kind of just allows Brawl to chain, and me and Chino go down. They get full control. And then it gets a little bit tough to come back from, so I'm trying to stay on the Ash. I'm trying to do my thing over here. These berry shots are a little bit annoying, but it's not really a big deal. So Sans goes in. Not the best play, but I guess it's fine. Chino also gets a kill. But I don't know. At this point, it becomes a little bit too much for us to handle. I actually did kind of like our 2-3. I don't know, on paper our comp looked pretty good, but as the game went on, it just felt worse and worse. Livy's gonna go up, he's gonna get Chino really low. Sans is also really low, and yeah, they take game number 1 pretty easily. Alright, so going into game number 3, our comp, I don't know why this is lagging so much, but I just hope it fixes soon. Please don't click off my video because of lag. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Chino goes down early, and then they kind of push me, and it results into me going down. So we have a pretty bad start. We had a bad start every single game. Basically, our strategy is just like, I get my hypercharge, Janet gets fly, I give Doug hypercharge to the Janet, and the Janet goes and takes off. This is game number 3, so something we realized once we reach game number 3 is when we have the lead, this is very easy. When we don't have the lead, it's a little bit more difficult to push into them. So as of right now, we know we only need Brawl. I'm able to hit a good shot over there onto Chino and keep him alive. And then Sans also doing his thing. He stays alive. So yeah, things are actually going pretty well right now. Even though we're losing, we are in a decent position where we just kind of need 1 kill. I'm pretty close to my hyper. I did get my hyper. Sans is kind of doing his thing over there. So now we're just kind of waiting for Chino to get his stuff so we can go in all at once. Sans is his super. I'm pretty sure Chino's 1 from his super at this point. So this is like very exciting for us. This is exactly what we want. We want to be in this position at the end of the game. Again, obviously we prefer to be winning, but this is totally fine. Chino's close. I'm getting as many hits as possible now as Livy does jump on Sans, which is not great. But then that gives Chino his super. Okay, at least it lagged at a useless time. Rafiki's got pulls, so he's trying to get Sans, but Sans does have his turret. Very good job over there by Sans. So Chino goes in. I hit him twice, or I shoot twice. So we get the kill on Brawl and Rafiki, but then it's Livy. Like, we're going to have to zoom this back because we had such a clean play, goated combo, but it's Livy just W keys. I don't know, maybe there was a better place for Chino to land, but we do end up going down, and they take game number 3. So honestly, that kind of sucked because we were in the same scenario. So the last 2 quals that we've been in, we've been down 0-2 at the start of both quals, and then the last two monthly finals, we've also been down 0-2. So for whatever reason, and don't ask me why, but we always start down a lot. Now you guys see I started left, but I switched off the Melody. The reason I did that is because Melody feeds really hard off of tanks. Won game 1 because I avoided the Melody. Lost game 2 because Melody fed off me. There, I think Chino should have supered up because even though he does defend Bilal, it kind of just, I don't know, we don't get damage, and I probably could have defended since I spawned with super. I just kind of wanted to break the middle because they had a tank, so, you know, it was a little bit of a risky super, but I feel like it was necessary. I go ahead, I get my kill, Chino gets his kill, Sans gets his kill, so the start is honestly, like, perfectly fine for us. I'm pretty sure I hypercharge in at this point. Sans makes a really good play over there. It doesn't really lead to anything, but he makes a good play. I hyper in, I get the kill, I break the safe, and that's exactly what I was trying to accomplish out of that. Just get one kill, break the first layer of the safe. Dude, what is with this lag? Anyways, I get marked by Rafiki, I get the kill. Sans misses his hyper, so not like really a great play. And then Chino messes up his super there, so things aren't looking so great at this point. I do get Rafiki to use his gadget though, so I'd like to think things are turning around a little bit, but I don't know. Still like a very close game, very close situation. I tell my teammates, like, I can defend this easy, don't worry. So I'm able to pick up the kill. I go in again because I have my hyper, but it was bad timing because Bilal followed that up and went in himself, which didn't allow Sans or Chino to go in. Again, miss Lumi super from Sans. And his Livy kind of rushes that, in my opinion. I don't really like that super. Like, he hits the safe, but that's all he really hits. And I'm able to get a really nice bull super over there and get the kill over onto Bilal. And that's pretty big because I'm not really supposed to kill a Melody, so that's really good by me. Chino, really crazy jump, like really amazing jump. And now here, this is an interesting situation because I wanted to dive in. Like, we need damage. We're down 22%, and obviously I'm the main damage. So as much as I want to dive in, I know that if I dive in, Bilal's going to do too much damage, so I just have to like, kind of trust my team. I get the kill over there behind on Bilal, and I'm going up, but I know I'm not hitting the safe, so I'm screaming, Chino safe, Chino safe, Chino safe, and everything was just perfect there. Like, amazing body blocks by Sans. I made some space for Chino, and Chino jumps in and does the damage, and we got a save, or we got a game, a set, whatever it's called. We finally get a set, and we move on to set number 4. So then going into the next game, by the way, guys, I have no clue why I'm lagging. Like, at least it's just like lag once every minute or so, but I don't know. I thank you guys for not leaving because of the little lag. That's all really I want to say. But yeah, so we got Angelo, we have Buster, and we have Bonnie. Chino's kind of a demon on the Bonnie, so it's nice to have the Bonnie. Angelo, I didn't really get to play here, but Angelo's a pretty simple brawler. Just like sit back and use the pull. And then they have Fish, Jay, and Belle. Their comp is honestly really nice. I feel like there's potential with our comp. Like, we could definitely pull something out, though. Don't get me wrong. We almost kill his Livy, but we're not able to. And we have them in a really good spot here. Like, we just have them backed up. Really well-timed shield there by Sans. He does kind of get pushed back, though. Like, there's nothing he can do at this point. Rafiki's kind of forced in the corner, so I hit a nice shot on Rafiki. I get the kill on Bilal, so things are actually going pretty well. And then I'm able to kill Rafiki. Unfortunately, I guess Chino didn't get any damage on his Livy. I didn't really realize that. But I guess if he jumped on him and he landed it and did some damage, I would have been able to get the 3-piece. I didn't even really realize that, honestly, when first playing. But yeah, we kind of just have to get them in a good position, and we can kind of just work off that. We have 2 hypers in hand, but unfortunately, like, they're just doing really good. The bell bounces are really annoying, and this Fish is like causing way too much of an issue. So my teammates go down. We were just pinched out way too well. If I maybe hit that shot on his Livy, I could have done something, but it just wasn't meant to be. So other team takes the set here, and that is going to be the match. Now, obviously, things didn't go the way we wanted to versus Team Electros. Something I will say, though, is we definitely played better than we did last month. That's really it. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say. We played better than we did last month in quals. We still have a lot of room to grow from these matches. Like, I don't know. I just think we could have been better in, like, basically every single aspect: team play, individual play, draft, strategy, just, you know, whatever it may be. But definitely been some improvements. So I'm not happy, but it's not like I threw my iPad on the ground and I was like, dang, we suck. We're not making any improvement. Like, this is actually one of the few times this year where I'm like, okay, like, there's been improvement. And I'm not too upset about this loss. So let's move on to the next one. Man, this lag is so annoying. I don't know what's causing it. But anyways, dude, please stop. We move on to the next set, which is set 1 versus Elvis, Roladu, and Carito. Honestly, not a bad team at all. They're actually pretty solid. We're going to be able to get the first kill there. So we have Lou, Hank, and Shade. I honestly don't love our draft. I definitely think the other team has draft. Like, I don't know, but we kind of have to force taking Shade 1 because Carito is like a Shade 1 trick. So, I don't know. It's just something we got to do. But yeah, it's basically just like a base race. I'm just trying to do what I can about this goofy monkey. And Sans is also defending. I mean, doing damage. And Chino's defending. Like, there's just a lot going on. Like, I can't really describe it, but there's just a lot. Dude, this lag is so annoying. Please stop it. Please stop it. Please, guys, don't leave my video, please. I don't know what's doing it, why it's doing this. But anyways, yeah, it's just like we're all out defending here. Sans is going to get a nice kill. I'm going to get a nice kill on the left, too. And then me and Sans just, like, full send on the top. Let me move it up top. We honestly almost don't finish it, but we do. Safe set 6% for us, and we take set number 1. Honestly, guys, the lag is so unbearable, so I'm just going to show you guys the comps here, but we do end up taking Brock, Bell, and RT. I really like this comp. Doug, so we did Doug with Janet versus Team Electros. Doug is just really cheese right now. Doug is one of the best brawlers in the game in these like knockout and bounty type settings, especially with combinations like Gray and Janet where you can just like teleport on someone or fly on top of someone's head. But we kind of just like skill diff them here. We opened up the map with Brock and just played range, and they weren't able to really do anything. I don't even think the Gray got a single hit, and they're dependent on the Gray having super to TP on us. So we played this really well. And then the next set, I don't hate our comp. I like it. I don't think it's bad, but they definitely had a better chance to win here. They had 2 tanks and Jay Young, and honestly, like, I know we have a Charlie and a Willow, but you can overwhelm. Like, I don't know. If you have 2 tanks, you can always just overwhelm. So, yeah, they did take a game because game 1, we didn't switch lanes. And we thought it would be better if I do switch lanes. So then I switched lanes game 2, but they got so much value off of me switching lanes. So we kept it the same game number 3. And we won in 1 minute and 11 seconds. And then we qualified. So here's the bracket. It's not filled out because I got the screenshot mid-qualifiers. But we're going to be going up against Stamina, my old organization that you guys all, you know, 90% of you started watching me play for and became a fan for me on that team. It basically how it goes is if we win, we make Worlds or LCQ, and if we lose, we don't make Worlds or LCQ. So everything is on the line in that first match. Another big match for us to look out for is Team Electros and Pioneers. The number 1 seed is locked up by Tribe. Number 2 seed is locked up by Elevate. So our match versus STMN, which is the 3 seed versus the 4 seed. And then Electros and Pioneers, which is the 5 seed versus the 6 seed, is an absolute, it's like must-see television. Like, you guys have to see these matches because everything is on the line. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. So I don't know why I'm lagging, but I apologize for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys did, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going all out these next 2 weeks. So let's see what happens. I'm going to see you guys later. Peace out. Love you guys.